Now to more stories. An election observer group has released a preliminary report of findings on the off-cycle elections held in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi State of Nigeria. The report, which was presented in Abuja, the country's capital, contains a detailed analysis of pre- and post-election performance ratings of the security, electoral umpire, and political parties in the election. Marvelous Obomanu tells us more.
At the end of every election, it is customary for observer groups to release reports on what are the wins and losses of the election as it relates to all the stakeholders in the election. Just like giving out a report card at the end of an examination to a student to evaluate his or her performance, Kimpart Development Initiative, an election observer group which set up election situation rooms in Kogi, Bayelsa and Imo, has come out with its report.
KDI observed the Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi elections on November 11, 2023, and set up an election day data room to get reports from 254 trained observers deployed across the 56 local government areas of the 3 states for credible, real-time information.
Voting commenced relatively early in most of the polling units observed in the 3 states where the election was conducted on 11 November 2023. The data gathered indicated that in 77.42% of the polling units in Bayelsa State, election officials and material arrived between the hours of 7 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. In Kogi State, 73.91% of polling units also witnessed the early arrival of election officials and election materials.
The key performance index showed that in Imo State, election materials arrived beyond the official time, which affected the time allotted for accreditation.
Things were not the same for Imo State, as accreditation took up to 3 minutes and above at the polling unit observed.
The Kimpart Development Initiative also recorded cases of electoral malpractices and violence, which, according to the group, affected the credibility of the election.
KDI observed that INEC official came to polling units in Kogi State, precisely in Ogorimagongo local government, with pre-filled result sheet before election even started.
The KDI election day data room recorded 50 violent cases across Bayelsa, Kogi, and Imo states. In Imo, Imo accounted for the highest number with 19 incidents of violence, while Bayelsa followed closely with 17 incidents. Kogi recorded the lowest number of incidents among the 3 states with 14.
The security agencies, this time around, got a pat on the back.
Security agents well guarded the streets of the 3 states. Our observer groups encountered several checkpoints, with the security agents ensuring that the electorate and observers were well identified before allowing them to pass through.
Although the group said the election from its findings was a slight improvement over the last election, it urged the electoral umpire to find a way to deal with its internal situations, especially officers found culpable to have derailed. Marvelous Obomanu reporting for News Central.